Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
I'm Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So Jace and Dedeker, how are you two doing today?
We're doing so good. It's a little bit warm in this room, but we're having a fun time anyway. I'm actually happy that it's starting to get a little bit warmer here.
I mean, it's gorgeous outside.
It's been so nice, yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to go to Chicago, and that's going to be cold.
Ooh,
yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very, very cold.
You're going to freeze your ass off.
We're spoiled here in Los Angeles.
Indeed.
It's true.
All right, Emily. What did we read about last time? Remember the various topics that we read about? Did you block it from your memory?
I may have.
I wanted to.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll just go ahead and give it away. Well, close. Discharges?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I read about that. Discharges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Specifically penile discharges.
Oh, yeah. The penile region.
Yeah.
Yes, what we were talking about
We weren't
last
quite
time.
sure if that's what it was at first, but it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was. And then what did you two read about? Because you read one chapter but split it.
Right. What was our chapter about? Was it about mildews? Was it the mildew chapter?
Oh, yeah, we did talk a lot about mildews.
Yeah, and like mildews getting all up in houses and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that you got to tear down like the whole foundation
Yeah,
and everything
yeah.
if it doesn't come out.
I hope that was last time. I hope our listeners are patient with us because bear in mind we do drink during these. And
Yeah, so we'd totally forget what happened.
short-term memory's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, what are we drinking today?
Well, Emily brought over a lovely white wine because
Yes.
now Emily's doing Invisalign, so we can have no
Yeah.
red wine in this house ever again.
Well,
Yep.
no, just for the next 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So we are, let me see. You brought over a bottle of Santa Margarita.
Margarita.
Valda DJ.
Valda DJ.
Valda DJ Valda DJ.
Yeah, it's a lovely
DJ
Italian
Valda
DJ.
DJ.
What
named
I'm
Valda.
assuming that must be the varietal. I got to get a pronunciation.
Okay, how do you-
Okay,
yeah.
how do I? Because I can't be Valda DJ.
Valda DJ.
What?
Valda DJ.
I'll do it again.
Valda DJ.
Valda
Wow.
DJ. Valda. Here, they gave me a couple of samples.
Valda DJ.
What?
Wait, play that again.
Who was that? Like an old,
wait.
like a young child?
Wait,
I'll play it
listen
again.
closely.
Valda DJ.
That sounds like a child, like trying to be an older man.
Hang on, there's a third sample. There's a third sample. Oh, this sample has a thumbs down on this side, so let's hear it.
Valda DJ.
Oh, wait, Valda VJ.
No, Valda DJ.
Valda V.
It's like these all these
I heard
old.
a V sound too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it said
yeah.
Valda VJ.
It's all these old
Valda
Italian
DJ.
computers.
Wow. All
With
right.
like a ones and a zeros.
Yeah,
Unos
exactly.
and the zeros.
Well, it's a Pinot Grigio. That's all y'all need to know.
Oh, it is a Pinot Grigio.
Oh,
Yes.
so I could have just read Pinot Grigio instead of hopping straight to the Valda DJ.
That's fine. I mean,
VJ.
maybe that's the region. Who knows?
Yeah, that's probably the region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because it's Val, like Valley, da DJ, the Valley of the DJs.
The Valley of the DJs. I like
gosh.
that.
Wow.
It's quite lovely.
Yeah,
I would love to go visit the Valley of the DJs
I mean, I
sometime.
love Italian wine. Every wine that I had in Italy was bomb.
Every wine you had in Italy was Italian, you
Yeah,
say?
it was Italian and it was good. So, all right, what are you drinking, Jace?
Oh boy, I'm just drinking some Four Roses bourbon.
So many roses.
Well, 4 of them, not so many.
Quattro Rossis.
Quattro Rosse.
Is that what rose? Is that what
No,
rose
I've
is?
literally just pulled that out of the air.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a different word for roses.
Probably. Someone will know it.
Anyway, yeah, we've like all day been on this weird kick of pretending we speak Italian, but we don't. I don't know what's wrong with us.
It's because I just was doing an Italian aria in singing class.
Oh, right.
And I was talking about how much easier it was to sing in Italian than speak in English with these damn Invisaligns on.
Yeah, it is the feat of the day.
Sorry in advance to everyone, all of you listeners out there.
All right, so today on Drunk Bible Study, we are continuing on our journey through Leviticus.
Oh, yeah.
With chapters 16 through 18.
Are we halfway done now?
We're over halfway.
Oh,
Leviticus has 27 chapters.
Oh, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're
past the halfway point.
We're cruising through, and today we are going to get to some stuff that some of our listeners have probably been waiting for since we started this book.
Like what?
So stay tuned. I don't want to spoil it, but stay tuned. We will get to it.
Yeah, don't turn us off.
And with that, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen to us while you're in the car on the way to the Val d'Adige.
But please don't do both at the same time.
And with that, Leviticus 16. Yahweh spoke to Moses after the death of the two sons of Aaron.
Wait,
we still
what?
remember that.
Oh yeah, we jumped back to
What?
Remember when they died in the fire?
I do remember, but we're talking about it again now? We're bringing it
I feel
back?
like we jump around a lot through time in these
Oh.
books.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
So Yahweh spoke to Moses after the death of the two sons of Aaron when they drew near before Yahweh and died.
In case you forgot, last time on
Too close.
Not last time, but previously.
Previously on Levitical deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be a really boring TV show, like a procedural.
Yeah.
Okay. And Yahweh said to Moses.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Sorry. That really inspired me when you said the procedural thing. I should have jumped in sooner, but I do see a procedural where it's like we're in the desert, we're hanging with the Israelites, we keep finding bodies that have been killed or maimed or disfigured in very weird ways.
Okay.
And the procedural part of it is trying to solve the mystery of what obscure Levitical law did they violate that caused Yahweh to want to kill them in some particular way?
See, I was going to say, they saw a pillar of salt, and they were like, what happened? Not that that's in Leviticus, but still.
Right.
It's not even, it's just they saw the pillar of salt.
Yeah, and they're like,
And Yahweh struck them down.
Must be a person. Yeah.
No, I was thinking they find it and they do the forensics and they're like, what happened here? And they piece together that,
Because it's none of it is deaths caused by other humans. It's all Yahweh.
All
deaths.
Yahweh. Okay,
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And Yahweh said to Moses, "Speak to Aaron, your brother, that he doesn't come at all times into the holy place within the veil."
What?
Moses is all up in my grill. He's coming at me at all times.
Aaron is?
Right.
Aaron.
I need some space.
Oh, Aaron is.
Aaron is,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So Yahweh's not even telling Aaron because Yahweh speaks to Moses.
Yeah.
And he's like, Moses, please tell your brother
to chill.
Just chill. That he doesn't come into the holy place, doesn't come at all times into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is on the ark, that he not die. For I will appear in the cloud on the mercy seat.
What?
Okay, this doesn't come at all times. Is he saying does that mean never come beyond the veil because I'm going to be on the mercy seat?
Another translation.
Yeah, you're
here.
right. That's a good question. Okay, yeah, let's look it up. Okay, we're verse 2 and we're already confused.
Sorry.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's get some. Let's see. Good news. Oh, I see. Tell your brother Aaron that only at the proper time is he to go behind the curtain.
That makes more sense.
Don't look behind the curtain. Tell your brother Aaron. Let's see. This is the message now. Tell your brother Aaron not to enter into the Holy of Holies, barging inside the curtain that's before the atonement cover on the chest, whenever he feels like it, lest he die.
Wow.
Because I am present in the cloud over the atonement cover.
It's basically please stay out of my room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get
knock,
out, or I will kill you.
Yeah, basically.
Those kids of yours, you're going to go the same way that they did, bro.
Yeah, right.
Get out of my room. Okay.
Okay, herewith shall Aaron come into the holy place, with a young bull for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering.
Wait.
So
Aaron
don't come
has to,
into my
like-
room unless you have food. I think is what he's saying.
Oh, I see. So like a petulant child. Here he goes.
With a young bull for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering. I think that's what that means.
Seems that way. Yeah.
Right? It's like, these are the times you can come in,
Yep. Yep.
but don't just wander in other times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I will murder you.
He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches on his flesh, and he shall be girded with the linen sash, and with the linen turban shall he be attired. They are the holy garments. And he shall bathe his flesh in water and put them
So
on.
do not come into my room naked. Do not come into my room stinky.
Yes.
Or wearing other clothes.
Yes.
This is the
Only
uniform.
all linen.
Yes.
Right. This is the uniform for coming into my room.
Okay.
He shall take of the congregation of the children of Israel 2 male goats for sin offering and 1 ram for burnt offering. Aaron shall present the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make atonement for himself and for his house. He shall take the 2 goats and set them before Yahweh at the door of the tent of meeting. So all the way out back at the door.
Okay.
Oh.
We're not even inside yet. Aaron shall cast lots
What?
on the 2 goats. Cast
Oh.
lots. Remember the Urim,
Urim and the Thummim.
Urim
Oh.
and Thummim?
Yes.
They're like kind of the dice.
The
basically.
divination
Oh,
tool.
yeah.
The divination
yeah.
tools?
Yeah.
Okay, so he shall take the 2 goats, set them before Yahweh. Aaron shall cast lots on the 2 goats. 1 lot for Yahweh and the other lot for Azazel.
Yeah, so I'm already Googling
You're
who the
on
hell
it?
is Azazel.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about Azazel before?
Oh, no, we didn't. That
No.
We talked about another lady that was supposedly the wife of Yahweh at some point.
Yeah.
Was her name Azazel?
No, Azazel is a demon.
I remember
He-
Azazel
Wait, yeah,
from
see?
Supernatural.
He's the
Oh.
he's the scapegoat. Literally the scapegoat. He bears the sins of the Jews and is sent off into the desert.
Huh.
Wow.
That's random.
Mm.
Are they just supposed to know this?
Well,
Well,
they would know
would.
it. It's their religion.
They wrote this stuff down.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm just. I see.
I see. So they're selected randomly which one's going to be the scapegoat and which one's going to be the one for
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Uh,
see. The goat is the scapegoat.
Yes.
So this is
Yes,
interesting.
that's
that,
where it comes from.
Okay.
No, so in other translations, the translations are split between one for God and one for Azazel, and the others saying 1 lot for the Lord and the other lot for the scapegoat,
Oh.
where they actually just call it that. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting. But again, this blows my mind every time because this was not part of my upbringing as a Christian child, but just that like other divine entities of different types are referenced and
Right,
mentioned
yes,
and
yes,
Interesting.
yes.
sacrifices
Although I
are
have
given
here,
to. Like that's yeah.
In the Young's literal translation, it says, "And Aaron hath given lots over the 2 goats, 1 lot for Jehovah, and 1 lot for a goat of departure."
A goat of departure.
Huh.
Oh, great.
You know, boarding, the
Interesting.
goat of departure.
yeah. Wow.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Oh, this is the Wycliffe Bible here has and Aaron shall cast lots over the 2 goats, 1 lot for the Lord and the other lot for the goat that shall be sent out. That is the scapegoat for Azazel. So that's got kind of
Interesting.
all of it
Okay, I
together.
feel like there's definitely some bonus content material here that we could.
Yeah, we'll look
research
Talking
into
and
about
explore
ye
later.
old Azazel.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Moving on. Aaron shall present the goat on which the lot fell for Yahweh and offer him for a sin offering. But the goat on which the lot fell for Azazel, he shall be set alive before Yahweh to make atonement for him, to send him away for Azazel into the wilderness.
So which goat do you think got it off better? The
When
one
it
that got
gets to
killed
go-
right away, or the one who gets sent off into the wilderness by
Ooh.
itself?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how likely a goat is to survive on its own in the desert. Maybe
Yeah.
they're hardy. Maybe they'd
Yeah.
find the rest of the goat friends that have been sent out for
There you
Azazel.
go. Yeah.
They make their own little tribe.
Oh, the little tribe.
Azazel
Uh-huh.
tribe.
The Azazel tribe, yeah, of goats.
Scapegoat tribe.
Scapegoat tribe, yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron shall present the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bull on the sin offering, which is for himself. It's for himself.
Not for
Yeah,
anyone else.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Himself.
He shall take a censer full of coals of fire.
What's a censer?
It's like those incense things that get swung around. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I think the things that his sons burned themselves up
Yeah,
with.
with the wrong.
yeah,
they were
don't-
trying to do the poi, and it went bad.
Yeah, they did what was it? A profane fire?
A strange fire. Yeah.
A strange fire or a profane fire, yeah.
God was like, none of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deaded.
Shall take a censer full of coals of fire from off the altar before Yahweh, and his hands full of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil.
Beat that incense
Yeah,
down.
the incense is beaten small. Wow.
Yeah,
I thought of the hands being beaten small. That would be sad.
No, that would be
Oh.
and bring it within the veil. So now we're
So now
actually
he is.
Okay, finally.
yeah. He shall put the incense on the fire before Yahweh, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is on the testimony, that he not die.
I see. So the idea that the cloud prevents him from seeing the spirit of Yahweh.
Or like dims it a little
Dims it,
bit, maybe.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. He shall take the blood of the bull and sprinkle it with his finger on the mercy seat on the east. And before the mercy seat shall he sprinkle the blood with his finger 7 times.
Recurring theme.
Yep.
Yep. Talked about this last time.
Then shall he kill the goat of the sin offering that is for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do with his blood as he did with the blood of the bull, and sprinkle it on the mercy seat and before the mercy seat. That's nice. We changed it up a bit.
Yeah.
And he shall make atonement for the holy place because of the uncleanness of the children of Israel,
Wow.
and
Classic.
because of their transgressions.
Transactions.
And because of their transgressions, even all their sins. And so shall he do for the tent of meeting that dwells with them in the midst of their uncleanness.
So this is kind of like some blanket sacrifices to cover everyone's bad deeds and bad juju.
Yeah. There shall be no man in the tent of meeting when he goes in to make atonement in the holy place, until he comes out and have made atonement for himself and for his household and for all the assembly of Israel. He shall go out to the altar that is before Yahweh and make atonement for it, and shall take of the blood of the bull and the blood of the goat, and put it on the horns of the altar round about.
These bloody horns. These horns are
Yes.
so bloody.
Yeah. He shall sprinkle of the blood on it with his finger 7 times.
Drink for repetition.
Yeah, 7 times. And cleanse it, and make it holy from the uncleanness of the children of Israel.
What is this uncleanness? Because we talk a lot about like the uncleanliness of just people in general, or like X, Y, and Z will make you unclean. But is that what he's speaking of? Like this just is like the uncleanness of the children.
The generic uncleanness.
Like clearly
Right.
people are
Well,
going to be unclean.
It kind of overlaps because it's like there is like the practical uncleanliness of like, if you touch a dead body, or if you have a discharge, or if you have a skin condition, you are unclean, and we want you to not defile other people with that.
Yeah.
But then there's also kind of like this temporary uncleanness that where it's like this temporary state of like you can just go to the temple, make a sacrifice, and then you're good.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the
Yeah.
Venn diagram there overlaps, and it seems like this is both. This is kind of like the overarching just for any of the generic sins
Yeah.
that have been committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what I've read before, specifically about Leviticus and Exodus, actually, is kind of this idea that like that uncleanness is more of like the normal state of things,
Okay.
of
I
humans
see.
at least, and that cleanness,
Interesting.
rather than being clean as in like, again, like we said before, like that uncleanness necessarily means bad and that cleanness means good, but more like that you've been sort of like sanctified to be able to be in the presence of God, which requires like a higher level of cleanness than normal life does.
Okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
okay, so
I
is
guess
it
that makes sense.
more that it's more of like we're accepting that you're probably going to be unclean most of the time, and it's like if
Right.
you're going to come into the presence of Yahweh or
You
make a
need to be
sacrifice, you need to
extra
be clean.
super
Be sure you, yeah.
shiny clean.
Okay,
Right.
that is kind of
Yeah.
a different way of looking at it,
Yeah,
as opposed to
that's
like clean
true.
needs to be the default, and if you make any of these mistakes or touch someone with a
Then
discharge,
you're
then
uncleanly.
you're
Right.
uncleanly,
Yes.
as Emily says.
Right. But like if you were planning on going to visit Yahweh and someone touched you with their discharge, like you don't do
God.
that for however long it is that you have to.
No,
wait.
Emily, no, don't do hand gestures. Please do not do any charades.
They
of
just wiggle
someone,
their
no,
discharge
no,
at you.
no, keep reading.
Okay.
Please, keep
All right.
reading.
All right.
When he has made an end of the atoning for the holy place and the tent of meeting and the altar, he shall present the live goat.
What's he going to do with the goat?
We're going to find out.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jurassic Park
Yes.
reference.
And Aaron shall lay both of his hands on the head of the live goat and confess over him all the iniquities of the children of Israel.
Wow, that's probably going to be a lot.
A long list.
Yeah.
It's like a while. And all their transgressions,
Wow.
even all their sins.
Wow.
And he shall put them on the head of the goat and shall send him away.
Just
by-
kind of stacks them up.
Yeah, exactly. The poor
Like
goat.
this big file folder.
Yeah. Goat's
Yeah.
like, geez.
and shall send him away by the hand of a man who is in readiness
Oh.
into the wilderness.
Okay, so there's a man who's ready to catch this goat
No,
and-
to walk it out to
and
the
to walk
wilderness.
it into the wilderness.
Oh.
So he's like
So
all
this is like
dressed
another.
up.
This is like
for-
another scapegoat situation, or is this what
Interesting.
he's supposed to do to the scapegoat? Yes, this is
I
what
don't
he's
know.
supposed to do to
Yeah.
the scapegoat.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got lost a
Um,
little.
Let's see. I'm looking at other translations. I see just shall be driven off into the desert by someone who's appointed to do it, by someone who's
I'm the
standing
appointed
by.
goat chaser.
Right?
I like how they say driven off. It just makes me like think of like somehow they had a car back then and drove it out. They're like, okay, the goat's ready to be driven away.
Oh,
Right.
this poor little goatie.
Load him in the car.
Yeah,
Gotta drop him off at the wilderness.
yeah.
Okay. And the goat shall bear on him all their iniquities to a solitary land, and he shall let go the goat in the wilderness. Let
Wow.
it go with all the sins.
Bye, goat.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
Aaron shall come into the tent of meeting and shall put off the linen garments.
Like take him off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shall put off the linen garments, which he
okay.
put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. Oh, I see. He like washed himself, put them on in there,
Yes,
and then
did his
then
thing,
take
and now
them
he
off.
Yes,
leaves them there.
okay.
Okay. He shall bathe his flesh in water in a holy place, and put on his garments, and come forth, and offer his burnt offering and the burnt offering of the people, and make atonement for himself and for the people. So many times.
Yeah.
The fat of the sin offering shall he burn on the altar. He who lets go the goat for Azazel shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp. Oh, so like not even into the camp.
Yeah.
The one who went out with the goat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he is near all those sins, I guess.
Yeah. All the goat sins.
Yeah. The bull of the sin offering and the goat of the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement in the holy place, shall be carried forth outside of the camp, and they shall burn in the fire their skins and their flesh and their dung.
Oh.
Yep.
Everything.
Gotta burn that dung.
Yeah.
He who burns them shall wash his clothes and bathe his flesh in water, and afterward he shall come into the camp.
But okay, hang on though. Bear in mind, this is a time when washing your clothes is a freaking pain in the tuchus.
Took us.
You know, like it's not like okay, whatever. I'll throw them in the dirty laundry hamper and then just get new clothes. It's like
Right.
these are just my clothes that I have, and this
Yeah.
is all I got,
Right.
and so I have to take them off and like
Be
boil them in a
naked.
pot,
Yeah.
be naked, wait for them to dry. Like it's really a pain to have to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. It seems like this might. Okay, I'm going to continue here. It shall be a statute forever to you. In the 7th month, on the 10th day of the month, you shall afflict your souls, and shall do no manner of work,
Huh.
the homeborn or the stranger who sojourns among you. So I
Okay.
think this whole
That's just
ritual
like a
maybe is a once a
random-
year
A
kind of
once a year thing. Okay.
Huh.
I think that's what it's implying.
Is this Yom Kippur?
Oh.
Oh, I don't
Do
know.
I know anything about Judaism?
I don't know. Do
I
you?
don't. I don't know if you do.
I don't think I do. I'm
Um,
just here to make all the Jewish listeners be really upset.
really upset. Yeah. For on this day shall atonement be made for you, to cleanse you from all your sins. You shall be clean before Yahweh. It is a Sabbath of solemn rest to you, and you shall afflict your souls. It is a statute forever.
Yes,
It is Yom
it
Kippur.
is Yom Kippur.
Oh, well
Great.
done.
Yes.
Good job.
Good
Okay.
job. The priest who shall be anointed and who shall be consecrated to be a priest in his father's place shall make the atonement and shall put on the linen garments, even the holy garments.
Huh.
He shall make
Well.
atonement for the holy sanctuary, and he shall make atonement for the tent of meeting and for the altar. Drink, and shall make atonement
Okay.
for the priests and for all the people of the assembly. This shall be an everlasting statute to you to make atonement for the children of Israel because of all their sins once in the year. He did as Yahweh commanded Moses.
So basically, all of that was just Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur. So it's
Okay.
like the one time a year that's like the big what? The big
Sacrifice.
Sin offering?
sacrifice, purging of cleansing of one's sins.
Scapegoating.
Scapegoating. Yeah, that's okay. So this isn't a regular occurrence.
Is
Right.
this where they fast or no?
Yes, you do fast.
Okay.
For Yom Kippur.
Okay.
Those instructions were not in these, but
No. I think the instructions will come later.
Okay.
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 All right. Leviticus 17.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try to get through this. Okay, Leviticus 17. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons and to all the children of Israel, and tell them, This is the thing which Yahweh has commanded, saying, Whatever man there be of the house of Israel who kills an ox or a lamb or goat in the camp, or who kills it outside the camp,
So who kills it anywhere?
yeah. And hasn't brought it to the door of the tent of meeting to offer it as an offering to Yahweh before the tent of Yahweh, blood shall be imputed to that man. He has shed blood, and that man shall be cut off from among his people.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. So it's like it's like there's a tax. Any animal
Right.
you kill, you need to offer some of it to Yahweh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, like, but I'm assuming they're killing animals to eat.
Yes,
But
but you still need it's a
need
tax.
to give.
You still
yeah.
gotta
does
give Yahweh his
imputed
share.
mean?
What does imputed mean? What you got?
I'm looking up other translations.
Okay.
Let's see.
Blood shall be imputed to that man.
Yeah, the other ones are just saying like the blood guilt shall be imputed to
Blood
that
guilt.
man.
Whoa.
Imputed. Okay, it means like imbued, assigned to something.
Assigned
like-
to. Okay,
Okay.
that makes
Inference,
sense. His
yes.
blood is assigned to that
Okay.
man. Okay,
Okay.
got it.
He has shed blood, meaning like he has killed a living thing.
Yeah.
And that man shall be cut off from among all of his people. Wow.
Yeah. So if you kill something either in or outside of the camp, so literally anywhere, and you don't present it as an offering to the Lord, you'll be considered guilty of bloodshed.
Wow.
Wow.
That's quite
Intense.
a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. To the end that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices, which they sacrifice in the open field, even that they may bring them to Yahweh, to the door of the tent of meeting, to the priest, and sacrifice them for sacrifices of peace offerings to Yahweh. That
Look, we just said the word sacrifice a lot,
of-
and I
billion
didn't
times.
understand.
Like,
Yeah.
what was that even
Yeah.
about?
What-
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
They bring their sacrifices, which they sacrifice in the open field,
Even that they may bring them to Yahweh.
the door of the tent. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Is there a better translation for that?
I'm sure there is. Let's see. This verse 5.
Yeah.
We're just gonna one verse at a time
know,
through
gosh.
this.
Gosh.
It's real
Yeah.
complicated.
Let's try
we
not,
can't
but-
do just one verse at a time.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I am worried about it though.
Yeah.
I want to get through this Bible.
Yeah. Okay.
get this Bible. We want to get to the New Testament. It's only gonna take us a few more years.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there though. What's a good? Let's see. Good News Translation. The meaning of this. Oh, I like this. The
Okay.
meaning of this command is that the people of Israel shall now bring to the Lord the animals which they used to kill in the open
Oh.
country. They shall now bring them to the priest at the entrance of the tent and kill them as fellowship
Well,
offerings.
that makes way more sense than
Okay.
whatever the heck this was.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. All right. So the priest shall sprinkle the blood on the altar of Yahweh at the door of the tent of meeting and burn the fat for a sweet savor to Yahweh. They shall no more sacrifice their sacrifices to the male goats, after which they play the prostitute.
Excuse me.
What?
What?
Excuse me.
What?
I'm looking it up.
This is not the first time that we've heard the phrase
Play the
they shall play the
prostitute.
prostitute.
Yeah,
but
that's
yikes.
That's come up
Yes.
before.
This shall be a salute forever to them
No, a
throughout their
statute,
generation.
not a salute.
Oh, statute. Salute. Yeah, statute forever to them throughout their generations.
Okay. let's see. The New International Version says they must no longer offer any of their sacrifices to the goat idols to whom they prostitute themselves.
Oh, meaning
right.
like the golden calf.
Yes, that came up before
Similar.
in that same context of like
Yeah.
you prostituting yourself to another deity or
Yikes.
another god.
Wow.
Right.
Wow. Okay, so they're like, stop worshiping goats. Sacrifice your goats to me.
Yeah.
No more goat gods.
Yeah.
I am Yahweh. Vote for me. 2020.
Somehow
Whoa.
this page of comparing translations has changed the order that the translations are presented in. So now the Message Bible is the top one.
Oh, they know.
Well,
that
I was-
it's our
they know.
favorite.
I was
You
like
know?
looking for it and couldn't find it, and I'm
And you're like,
oh,
it's
at the
number
top.
1. Wow. All right.
Okay,
They're
here's
like-
the Message Bible
Yeah.
says they must no longer offer their sacrifices to goat demons, a kind of religious orgy.
Whoa. Message. Calm your load. Okay.
Religious orgy. If I had known at the tender
Yeah.
age of 15 that the Message Bible had the word orgy in it,
Oh boy,
What would
such
you have
scandal.
thought?
scandal!
I probably would have sat next to my best friend in church and giggled a bunch.
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
Goat demons. I do love them kind of adding the commentary.
Yeah.
of
Goat
goat
orgies.
goat
demons.
demons.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I guess not goat orgies.
But
Religious
it's an orgy.
orgy.
It's an orgy for a goat.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
for the goat demons.
So you shall tell them whatever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers who sojourn among them, who offers a burnt offering or sacrifice, and doesn't bring it to the door of the tent of meeting to sacrifice it to Yahweh, that man shall be cut off from his people. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We got it. Whatever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers who sojourn among them, who eats any manner of blood, I will set my face against that soul who eats blood, and I will cut him off from among his
I'm gonna
people.
start threatening this. I'm gonna set my face against you, Jace. If
Wait.
you don't back off right now.
Is this
Yeah.
like Yahweh? Like Yahweh's giant face?
that would be
You
pretty
know what I mean?
terrifying.
Like,
I
Yeah, that
suppose.
would be.
Like what is it? What do they mean by set your face? I'm gonna set my face.
My face among them. Now the Message Bible's back in the middle of the page. I don't know
Well, what
what's
does that have to
happening
say?
here.
Any more orgies?
No.
No, now it's just talking about like disowning that person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the face translation.
That's unique
Well,
to
it comes-
this World English Bible.
It's in a few other ones, but it seems that King James even says, "I will set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people."
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we move on to the next chapter, we would like to take a quick break to talk to you about Patreon. So Patreon is a great place to help us out, help keep this show going. So even $1 a month on Patreon, which you can go to patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy and you can sign up to become a patron of ours. And even at $1, it really helps us to keep the show going. For $6 a month, you can become a parishioner. So that means you get access to bonus episodes, which are super helpful and informative to someone like me who knows very little about the Bible and sometimes needs a little bit of extra help. And Jason Dedeker are great about giving me some awesome info onto like things that might be a little bit challenging to understand when I take a first pass at reading the Bible. So sometimes we get things like more in-depth analysis and research, and then sometimes also we get to listen to things like musicals, Bible musicals. There's a lot of biblical musicals out there,
There
guys.
are a lot,
and
it's
that's
true.
awesome because I love musicals and I love getting to watch them with the two of you. And then all of you beautiful people out there. So if you want to get in on us watching and listening to those amazing shows, movies, musicals, then become a parishioner of ours. And then finally at $12 a month, you become a disciple. So you get to support the show, you get all the bonus content, and then you also get ad-free episodes, which is super awesome. You don't have to listen to me gab. And then also, you get them 2 days early. Like, what? That's so cool. You get them before anyone else. So you're super extra special, which obviously you already are, but you're super extra special. So become a patron of ours at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy today. Help us out, be extra special, and get some new bonus content as well.
And so, speaking of extra special, we have a goal. We have a goal to build a congregation. We have a congregational goal. And so that congregational goal is we're trying to reach 300 patrons. And when we reach that goal of 300 patrons, then we're finally going to be able to start releasing 2 Bible studies every week instead of just once a week. So that means that you don't need to wait as long between episodes. It means you're going to get more content in addition to like our bonus content as well if you're a patron. So again, help us reach our congregational goal, join our family, join our little not quite churchy family, and go to patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy.
And then the last thing we wanted to talk about is just if you could take a moment, a couple minutes out of your day and write us a review on iTunes or on Stitcher. So I'm going to give you the real scoop on this show. This is a difficult show to spread the word and advertise about for us because a lot of social media platforms don't let us advertise a show that has anything about drinking in the name of it, number one. And two, like, identifying our target audience is hard, right? Because this isn't something that's just for Christians. It's also not for like anti-Christians. It's something else entirely. And so the best way to actually get this out there and for more people to read it is to get reviews from you. Take a moment to leave us a review on iTunes or Stitcher that's going to help other people know what to expect from this. It'll make us more likely to show up on like the new and noteworthy lists or higher in the rankings on iTunes, which is a big way that a lot of people find podcasts. So if you could really just take those couple minutes, that would be huge in terms of us growing this, which if you think about it, means more people listening to the show, which means more other patrons, which makes us more likely to get to the 300 patrons, which then gets you more drunk Bible study each week. It's just, again, it's a snowball effect of winning. So if you could take those couple minutes and write us a review, it would make a huge difference for us, as well as spreading the word to your friends and anyone you know who might be into this.
So, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that makes atonement by reason of the life.
It sounds like some circular reasoning there. I'm a little lost, but
Okay.
that's okay.
Okay, well,
I've given it to you on the altar to make atonement for your souls, for it is the blood.
Okay, because there's life in the blood. That's why we need to use the blood for atonement. So you can't be taking that life blood and then
It's like precious and needs to be used
yes
to
for
atone.
atonement, not
atonement,
for
yeah.
nourishment or weird blood drinking activities.
Orgies,
because
yeah.
apparently
Orgies.
we're
Okay.
vampires.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, vampire orgies. Okay. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger who sojourns among you eat blood. Whatever man there be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers who sojourn among them, who takes in hunting any animal or bird that must be eaten, that may be eaten, he shall pour out the blood of it, and cover it with dust.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense as
Like a
far as
cat.
like a sanitary perspective. Also, that it seemed like it'd be a good policy of like, hey, let's not eat blood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
people
make
do,
tasty
and
It's
stuff
true
out of
though.
blood,
There's
so
a lot of
Yeah, I mean,
lot
in
of history of
China-
people eating blood in China
think
and
it's
Africa and like
arbitrary.
so many
Yeah.
cultures around the world.
Yeah.
People eat blood because it is good protein,
yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
easy protein.
Apparently a lot of iron, too.
Yep.
All right. For as to the life of all flesh, the blood of it is, bracket it, all one, bracket, with the life of it. Therefore I said to the children of Israel, you shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood of it. Whoever eats it shall be cut off.
Okay, I think that's repetition. I'm just gonna drink
Yeah,
anyway.
sure. Let's
I need
drink
a
anyway,
drink.
yeah.
Okay.
But it is interesting that it's like we're kind of saying like that the life of a thing is in the blood. Like the blood's like
yeah.
where the life energy
Yeah, I get that.
is
Interesting.
stored.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I guess, kind of makes
Yeah,
sense
you
because
would
like
put that
without
together.
that you
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Every soul who eats that which dies of itself,
So like it died on its own.
yeah, or that which is torn of animals.
Oh, so like an animal killed it.
Yeah. Whether he be homeborn or a sojourner, he shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the even, meaning evening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then he shall be clean. But if he doesn't wash them nor bathe his flesh, then he shall bear his iniquity.
It's interesting that if like you ate an animal that died on its own or that another animal killed, that it's just like you just got to wash yourself and then you're clean.
You're just unclean, yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to deal with like
Yeah.
I don't know, trying to get you to purge or anything.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Huh.
Okay.
All right.
Leviticus 18. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel and tell them, I am Yahweh your God. In case they forgot.
Obviously I am.
After the doings of the land of Egypt in which you lived, you shall not do.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
okay.
no, I don't see.
You shall not do the things that the Egyptians
That they
did.
did.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes. And after the doings of the land of Canaan where I bring you, you shall not do. Neither shall you walk in their statutes. Okay, so it's
Right.
don't do what the Egyptians did, don't do what the Canaanites do.
Don't walk like the
Yes.
Egyptians.
Do not walk like the Egyptians or like the Canaanites.
Or like the Canaanites,
Okay.
yeah.
My ordinances shall you do, and my statutes shall you keep to walk therein. I am Yahweh your God. Drink.
Oh, yeah,
Repetition.
yeah.
Obviously.
This
I
is
am.
Yahweh.
Yeah.
This is Yahweh. Hey,
Hashtag I am Yahweh.
Yada, 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 yada. Okay. None of you shall approach to any who
you
are...
skipped a verse. 5.
Gosh darn it. You shall therefore keep my statutes and my ordinances, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am Yahweh. Oh my goodness, we gotta drink again already.
Oh, he's going to say this more, at least one more time.
Oh, it
Oh,
really
you're right.
is the... Oh,
Yeah.
he's saying it again. Oh
Yeah,
my
keep
gosh.
going, keep going.
Okay.
This is a good drinking game here.
Okay.
If everyone felt like you weren't drinking enough yet, just wait.
Okay, none of you shall approach to any who are close relatives to him to uncover their nakedness.
What?
I am Yahweh.
What?
That doesn't explain. I am Yahweh. Hello.
I am
Wait, none of you shall approach any who are close relatives to him?
Do
I think
not
to themselves.
do not make your family members naked.
Oh, like don't pull a Tyrion Lannister. Or sorry, Cersei and Jaime.
Right.
Tyrion didn't
Sure.
do anything.
Something like that. Yeah.
Does Dedeker not watch Game of Thrones?
She doesn't. It's weird.
What?
I know.
I watched-
What? Why didn't you make her watch it?
I watched the pilot once.
Am I my Dedeker's keeper?
Look,
yes.
A man I dated once made me watch the pilot, but he also made me. Well, he didn't make me. We also smoked a lot of marijuana, and so I barely remember the pilot. And that was it.
Jason and I smoked a lot of marijuana while we watched that one episode, The Wall.
The one where you cried.
Yes,
Emily cried
because
so hard.
they scaled a wall and it was so beautiful.
But this is the thing. The Bible is my Game of Thrones right now. Like, this is the epic
Alright,
that I'm all caught up
touche.
in. You want to hear about this epic? I'm going to tell you.
Let's see.
The
Well, right
naked-
now we're like in Game of Thrones season
Okay.
2, so
The nakedness of your
Maybe
father,
one. Uh-huh.
even the nakedness of your mother, you shall not uncover. She
I
is
hope
your
not.
mother. You shall not uncover her
Yeah,
nakedness.
okay, God.
Oh,
Okay, there.
Oh,
All right.
we gotta go through a whole
Yeah.
list in case you had questions about
Wait,
me
was-
telling you, hey, don't make any of your family naked. No, I am Yahweh. I need to go through and I need to clarify every single person because it turns out if I don't include an entire list, you
Might do this.
mother
Wait,
truckers are going to try to find a way around it.
Was this what
Yeah.
you thought that, like, everyone wanted to hear about? The
oh,
in-
don't. It's gonna keep getting better.
Okay.
Here's something that's important to note. Though,
Okay.
in these translations, that this uncovered their nakedness.
Is this more like a sexual assault?
Oh.
Well, not assault, but the Message Bible says, "Don't
just-
violate your father by having sex with your mother.
Whoa!
Whoa!
She's your mother.
Whoa.
Don't have sex with her."
Wow! The message. Wow, the message.
Well, the
I
message.
thought-
or,
okay, I'm-
or,
yes.
or, Good News Translation says, "Do not disgrace your father by having intercourse with your
See,
mother."
okay.
God's
So
Word
I-
translation: "She's your own mother. Never have sexual intercourse with her."
Can I just say something? I when I read this, I thought that it was like some young chap running around just
Like pantsing people?
Yeah, exactly. Like just like, oh, look at there, you're naked, mom, you're naked, dad. Not like don't have sex with your mother. Come on, like don't be a
Okay,
creeper.
so-
If I'm not done with these translations
Oh,
here.
boy.
If you're ready to be a little bit offended, the Common English Bible says, "You must not uncover your father's nakedness, which is your mother's nakedness."
No, we'll go on to reiterate that again. Okay, so we're
She
going to...
is your mother. You must not have sexual contact with her. I cannot stress this enough.
Okay,
Can we move on?
so we're going to move on
Do
assuming...
not have sexual relations with her.
Jace, how many times are you going to interrupt me?
As many as it
How many
takes.
times are you going
That
to
we-
reiterate to
yes.
not have sex with a mom?
Just your own mother. Other moms are okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Unless we get other rules about that.
listen,
Can I-
your mom. Okay,
Can I please move along? Okay, we're now moving forward with the assumption that quote unquote uncover nakedness means to have sex with someone.
Can I read you one more?
no, yes.
This is from the Tyndale Bible. This is all the one that's like Latin-y style or whatever. The secrets of thy father and thy mother, see thou unveil not. She is thy mother, therefore shalt thou not discover her secrets.
Secrets.
The secret.
Spelled Secrettes.
That's like that's like the Rockettes.
It is like the Rockettes. The secrets.
Ryan Seacrest?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Okay,
my
now you can
goodness.
continue.
Okay, I feel like
Wow.
now I need to drink for every time I'm like, I'm going to adopt that in my real life.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, do not
Secrets.
uncover my secrets. Prithee, Goody Proctor. Okay.
Oh boy.
Goody good. Okay.
Okay.
Go, please.
The nakedness of your father's wife, you shall not uncover. It is your father's nakedness. So again, clarifying.
Even if it's not your mother.
Even if it's not your mom, if your dad's married to her, she belongs to your dad, so you can't have sex with her.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
The nakedness of your sister, the daughter of your father, or the daughter of your mother, whether born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness you shall not uncover. So I don't care if it's step siblings.
Right.
Don't have sex with them.
Don't have sex with them.
Okay.
Tyrion Lannister. Wait, Jamie.
Hang on. The nakedness of your son's daughter or of your daughter's daughter, even their nakedness you shall not uncover, for theirs is your own nakedness.
Huh.
So you're their grandparent.
this is
Don't do them.
This is the thing, is that it's like they had to clarify.
Yeah.
It's like, when I told you don't have sex with family members,
It wasn't
I meant
enough.
don't have sex with family members.
Like your
But apparently
hot
that's not enough.
stepdaughter,
It's like not your
like-
hot stepdaughter, not your
Not your-
grandchild.
yeah.
I don't care if it was like your stepsister who was born abroad and is now the hot foreign exchange student. Don't
Right.
do them.
What about your hot cousin?
not your hot
We're-
cousin?
we-
I mean,
no,
we
we
haven't
might.
gotten
Actually, I
there.
think that's
Oh.
fine. I bet you that's fine.
Oh,
I bet you
boy.
we won't prohibit
that's
that.
true. We
God
already
gonna
have
say
had
that
some
is
God
cousins
gonna be
getting it
like-
on already in the Bible.
God's gonna be
Right.
like, your cousin? I'll
All right.
I'll make a pass
okay.
for that.
All right.
You know what?
But this, so yeah, it's like none of you shall approach any to whom you are close relatives, but then kind of goes on to clarify, like, you're like, well, but we're not that close to her. She's only my half sister.
Well, she's my half sibling.
So
Yeah,
he's like, no.
half-sibling, yes.
No,
No,
half
that
sister. Ugh.
Yeah. No. Okay. So,
Okay,
where
the
did we leave
nakedness
off
of your
here?
father's wife's daughter, conceived by your father, so your stepsister.
Father's wife's
Okay.
daughter.
Yeah,
Okay,
she
yeah.
is your sister. You shall not uncover her nakedness.
Okay.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is your
Oh,
father's
that's-
near
so your
kinswoman.
aunt.
Do
It's
not
your
do your
aunt.
auntie,
Okay.
please.
Please.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister,
Your
for
other
she is your
auntie.
mother's near
Yep.
kinswoman.
Okay.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother. You
Your
shall
unkie.
not. You do not your unkie. You shall not approach to his wife. She's your auntie.
Oh, I
Okay.
see. So we're even another level out now.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's not even someone you're blood related to.
Yes, but
Right.
he's still
Yeah,
like,
still no.
Huh.
no
this
good.
woman belongs
No
to your
can do.
uncle, so no
Yeah.
can
Okay.
do. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. It's just like, please, do not do the women around you.
It's funny because just in the part of the Bible we've read so far, this has already happened.
Yeah, for
That's
show.
true.
For show.
Well, that's why
Right?
he has to clarify, as he's
It's
like,
like I know in the stories.
I know what happened in Egypt,
But we're
Right.
not doing that anymore.
but we're not going to
No.
do that anymore.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I know what happened in Canaan. Also, not going to do that anymore. We got to
Wow.
have some ground rules.
Okay.
Right. I am interested here that we pointed out that your aunt on your father or mother's side, no go.
Yes.
Your uncle on
No go.
either side, no go.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
His wife, also no go.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, your aunt's husband has not been mentioned. So I think it's okay to sleep with your uncle through marriage, just so you know.
I have a feeling there's going to be some caveats to that. But
All right,
hang
well-
on, I'm backtracking.
Okay, yeah.
Has it ever said your daughter's off limits? Your son's your
Oh, ew.
Well, no, I guess not. Also,
Not
your,
yet,
nothing-
but maybe it's
your
coming.
father's also not off limits yet either.
No, they. Oh, well.
no, they said don't uncover your father's nakedness.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
which is your mother's
yes.
nakedness.
No, it's okay. Verse 7, the nakedness of your father, even the nakedness of your mother. At least that was how
That's
they
interesting.
said.
It's different from
It could
other
be a different
translations
translation.
here. Yeah, okay.
But they haven't
All right.
said your daughter's off limits yet.
Well, hopefully we get to that.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
little weird that they would put it last after we've already gotten to like your brother's wife or your brother's father's whatever, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, no daughter-in-laws. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness, like your sister-in-law. No sister-in-laws.
Right.
You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Oh, boy.
Wait.
What?
Like just any woman?
I think you can't sleep with a woman and then also sleep with her daughter.
Okay. Okay.
At the same time or
What?
just
Okay.
ever?
I think ever.
Okay.
You shall not
I think
take
I'm still good.
her son. Jason.
Joking with y'all.
I mean,
Jason.
wouldn't put it past you.
Oh my goodness. What verse are we even on? I can't
16.
tell them
17.
apart.
17.
Okay.
You shall not take her son's daughter or her daughter's
Wait, this
daughter
is 17?
You shall
to
not
uncover her nakedness. They are near kinswomen. It is wickedness.
Wait, the nakedness of a woman and her daughter, you shall not take her son's daughter. Wait, so a woman's
You
son's
shall take
daughter,
her son's
her daughter's daughter.
Can we
Okay.
look at other translations of that? That's starting to get a little
Yeah.
bit muddy.
wickedness.
What you got?
It is wickedness. Give me a moment to pull up the right verse here. I'm having trouble keeping up mentally with all of this.
I agree. The wine is taking hold. The
I see.
what is it called?
Valda DJ?
Valdadij.
Valda DJ.
Okay,
Valdadij.
the Message Bible spells it out very clearly.
Okay.
Don't have sex with both a woman and her daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
And don't have sex with her granddaughters either.
Yes.
They are her close relatives. That is wicked.
Wait.
Yes. Okay.
So don't have sex with all three generations is basically.
Yeah,
what
don't
they're
have sex
saying.
with multiple generations.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You shall not take a wife to her.
Oh my, wait, I'm sorry.
What you got?
The Good News Translation gives a little more backstory here.
Oh dear.
It says, do not have intercourse with the daughter or granddaughter of a woman with whom you have had intercourse. They may be related to you. And that would be incest.
Okay, that was another level that I was not expecting.
I didn't expect that.
Wow, good news. Did they just like put that in there? Did they just
No
like,
one else says that. That's
Yeah,
only
Everyone
Exactly.
says
them.
wickedness.
Exactly.
But they say they are
might
near
be related to
kinswomen,
you.
and so I
They're
think.
her near kinswoman is what
but
everyone
not
else says.
yours?
Well, but I
But
think the
that's-
implication
I think
is
that's
like
what everyone's
That it
worried
could be,
about.
though.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yes,
It could
everyone's
be.
worried that like whoever you have sex with, you may get a kid from them. And so if you're
Yes.
going around having sex with all these relatives,
yes,
they may all be
it may
related
be-
to
yes,
you.
So please avoid
Yikes.
incest.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Please continue.
You shall not take a wife to her sister to be a rival to her, to uncover her nakedness besides the other in her lifetime.
What?
So is it like you can't marry two sisters?
Oh.
Is that what it
That's
says?
definitely
Sorry,
yes.
we're back to the other translations again.
No,
Can we
I'm sure.
see?
I'm sure that's what
It's got to be that. Like you
That's-
can't marry
that's-
two sisters.
Yeah, yeah. Which has also happened, if we remember.
Yes, that's
exactly.
true.
Right?
Freaking Jacob.
I mean, unless.
Thank you for thank you for moving your
Yeah.
mic away.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't.
Yeah. The complete Jewish Bible says you are not to take a woman to be a rival with her sister and have sexual relationships and have sexual relations with her while her sister is still alive.
Mm.
Once she's dead, you can move on to the
yeah, like
sister.
go for it,
gosh.
man.
Right.
Go for it.
Well, maybe this is Yahweh learning from the whole Jacob, Rachel, Leah situation.
That's
where
true.
he's
That
like,
was rough.
That was
They
bad.
weren't sisters.
They were sisters.
They
They
sisters.
were
Yes.
sisters.
Because remember, he worked for Laban,
for
right?
7 years.
For 7 years
Laban just
to get,
to get Rachel, but
Rachel.
then Laban gave him Leah
and he
pulled
worked
a fast
another
one on
7
him
years
to get Rachel.
also get Rachel.
But
yeah.
Yahweh saw that and was like, this didn't work out good for anybody. Because
Rachel
Leah and Rachel started
had-
hating each other, had the sibling rivalry, started having the baby making rivalry.
so Rachel
Yeah.
was the one who had Joseph.
Yes, Rachel had Joseph and
Okay.
Benjamin.
And who was the favorite?
the favorite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she
Okay.
only had the 2 youngest kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You shall not
19?
19.
You shall not approach to a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is impure by her uncleanness. Okay, so don't have sex with a woman who's unclean
Okay.
in any form or fashion, like
Okay,
is
great,
menstruating or whatever.
Or she touched a dead animal
Or
that day.
yes,
What?
yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Any number
okay.
of reasons.
or a dead
Okay.
lizard fell on her.
Right.
She didn't even
Or
know it.
She
But,
touched
you know-
a pot that a lizard had fallen
Had been
into.
in,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
You shall not lie carnally with your neighbor's wife to
Oh.
defile yourself with her. Okay,
oh. So no adultery.
No adultery.
Yeah.
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 Well, that definitely people do that.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You shall not give any of your seed to make them pass through the fire to Molech.
What?
Well, what you got, Jace?
Read the rest of that verse, and I'm going to look it
Neither
up.
shall you profane the name of your God, I am Yahweh.
Drink.
Trick.
Drink.
Wait, what? What?
Verse 21.
Okay, yeah. Read it one more time.
You shall not give any of your seed to make them pass through the fire to Molech. Neither shall you profane the name of your God, I am Yahweh.
Okay, the Message Bible says,
Uh-huh.
"Don't give any of your children to be burned in sacrifice to the
Whoa.
god Molech."
Whoa.
Whoa.
That is a super non sequitur god.
Whoa.
Like, we're talking about who to bone and who not to bone, and then you're like,
Don't burn
give
up
it-
any babies.
Don't burn any babies to Molech. If you burned them up to me, no problem.
Right,
To
like so.
Molech,
Good,
nah.
Good News Translation says, "Do not hand over any of your children to be used in the worship of the god Molech."
Okay.
Yeah, a number of these are saying about sacrificing them to Molech. So I guess in this sense, the
Jeez.
seed meaning the children,
The children, not like
not
the
just
sperm.
the seeds of children.
Yes.
Yeah, the child seeds.
Okay, we're definitely having to do some more research on Molech and talk about that
Yeah.
in the bonus episode.
Yeah.
WTF? Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Verse 22. You shall not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
This is the one that.
Oh, so that is
The
what.
famous verse.
Yep, the famous one. This translation is one that I have heard there is a lot of debate about how this one gets translated. But I just found this, and the Good News Translation says, "No man is to have sexual relations with another man. God hates that." Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay, anyone
That's
out there who
awful.
is a man who has sexual relations with other men, just forget about this first.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
we
ridiculous.
don't, culture doesn't make it easy for people to forget about
I
this
know,
verse,
but-
unfortunately.
Right.
Gosh.
okay, so just for some other translations here, right? It's like thou like the Message Bible says, "Do not have sex with a man as one does with a woman. That is abhorrent."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming means like,
God doesn't like that.
yeah, just don't do it the same. Like, do it a little
Like,
different.
switch it up.
Well, they
That's-
don't do it the
yeah.
same.
Well, yeah, that's yeah. Let's see.
So would that I don't want to get too blue here, but would that imply, if we're really trying to skew the interpretation on this, if it's like, okay, don't have sex with a man the way you have sex with a woman, so no penetrative sex, but any kind of outer course is fine? You know, if we
Outer
really
course.
want to get super legalistic about
yeah.
it,
Yeah.
that does seem to be.
I don't know why that would be the
What that
case.
might
I don't
mean.
know. I don't know. I'm just throwing spaghetti at the
So
wall here.
yeah, so the translation issue that I remember learning about years ago back in college when I went to a talk on this
Yeah.
is that some translations, such as the New Living Translation, says do not practice homosexuality. Having sex with another man as with a woman, it is a detestable sin.
Ugh.
And making the argument that using the word homosexuality in the Bible is just inherently inaccurate
Yeah.
because the
It probably wasn't a
concept,
frickin-
not just the word, but
Yeah.
even the concept of hetero or homosexuality didn't
Yeah.
even exist until just a few hundred years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that at the time, the idea of like a person being gay just wasn't a thought people had. Like we didn't
Right.
have a word for it. We didn't have a concept for that.
Yes.
So this translation was pointed out to me as being particularly inaccurate,
Huh. Okay.
which I thought was interesting. Maybe that's something we can explore a little more in bonus
Yeah,
content as
I
well.
agree. I think so.
Okay.
but
Well,
man.
this will be some fun bonus content.
Oh
Yeah.
boy, yeah.
Demons and
Demons
homosexuality.
And
yes.
scapegoats,
And
yeah.
scapegoats. Okay. Oh, even better. It's
Yeah,
the
keep
slippery
going.
slope
Yeah.
nightmare. You shall not lie with any animal to defile yourself therewith. Neither
Yeah.
shall any woman stand before an animal to lie down with it. It is confusion.
I agree. I'm
Wait,
confused.
what? So like both of them are there, and then they both present themselves to you, and they're like, "Well, what do you think? Which
No,
one
I think
am I?"
she's
No,
She's
no.
like, the animal lies there, the little goat is like, "Hey," and the lady is sitting in bed and is like, "What's up?" And then we're like, "Well, which one of us do you want?"
That was a really interesting interpretation
That
of
was-
that.
I'm sorry,
I
that's what
love
I
it.
saw, and they're all in the woods
I
for
love
some reason.
this poor little just like confused goat. Just like, huh? What?
No,
I
I
was
feel like the
taking a
goat.
nap
Oh, you think the
here.
goat's in on
The
it?
goat isn't at all confused. He's laying down like
Hey, what?
you know, like cats do on their side with their like the little paw up.
like kind of seductively.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the goat is doing that with the little hoof up.
Okay. Okay.
what's
Yeah.
happening.
Makes
All right.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's just don't. Men and women both are forbidden from having sex with animals because it's confusing.
Is confusing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so
Um,
confused by this.
Yes. I do love that Yahweh doesn't even apply a value judgment to it. He's like, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm just confused.
It
Like,
is confusing.
just-
Let's not.
Let's not. It's really confusing. Okay. Don't defile yourselves in any of these things, for in all these things the nations are defiled, which I cast out from before you. Okay, so he's saying like these other places that I'm sending you to, they all do these things. So you
Oh.
need to not do these things.
Interesting.
I see.
Okay.
I think I have heard that interpretation of the homosexuality verse of like that this is just yet another thing of the Israelites setting themselves apart from what other nations do. So it's like, well, these other nations like Egypt and Canaan, they're okay with men having sex with men, and so that's just yet another thing that we can
Not do.
not do to further
Interesting.
distinguish ourselves
Yeah.
from being, to be a separate sovereign nation,
Yeah.
essentially.
Right.
Interesting.
And this particular section of the Bible is considered part of the Holiness Code.
Huh.
It's a term used in biblical criticism to refer to chapters 17 through 26 of Leviticus. And it's called that due to the highly repeated use of the word holy.
Well, not in this translation.
Oh, interesting. So critical Bible scholars have regarded it as a distinct unit and have noticed that the style is noticeably different from the main body of Leviticus.
It does feel really like old agey.
Old
I mean, I'm
agey?
sorry. I mean
like,
like
not new agey.
Well, no, I mean like more like King Jamesy.
Just it feels. Well, that's kind of in the cultural zeitgeist. All these things, like these "thou shalt nots," and
Yeah. I guess you're right. It just,
Yes, and
it
ye
just
shall not
feels
defile
like it's
yourselves.
written a little bit less like
that is interesting.
approachable.
And so historically, these verses have been interpreted by Jews and Christians as a prohibition against homosexual acts in general. But other interpretations focus on it in the context of this holiness code, which is sort of a code of purity meant to distinguish the behavior of the Israelites from the polytheistic Canaanites.
Yeah, that's
like
okay.
you were just
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We're almost there.
The land is defiled. Therefore, I do visit the iniquity of it on it, and the land vomits out her inhabitants.
What?
Whew.
Wow, like
Okay.
such colorful language all of a
know.
sudden.
Yeah, goodness.
Yes, well done. You therefore shall keep my statutes and my ordinances, and shall not do any of these abominations, neither the homeborn nor the stranger who sojourns among you. For all these abominations have the men of the land done, that were before you, and the land is defiled.
Wow.
That the land not vomit you out also when you defile it, as it vomited out the nation that was before you.
The nation just entirely was vomited out. Wow.
Okay, for whoever shall do any of these abominations, even the souls that do them, shall be cut off from among their people. Therefore shall you keep my charge, that you not practice any of these abominable customs which were practiced before you, and that you not defile yourselves therein. I am Yahweh your God.
Drink. Finish your drinks. That
Wow.
was the
Yeah.
end.
No, I cannot finish my drink. Are you kidding me? I gotta keep it together to
That
word
was
this
the
bonus
big
content.
I am Yahweh your God. It's the big finale.
She says angrily.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was something, all right.
Yeah.
That really was. So you've given us a preview that this is part of the holiness code section.
Through
So there's
26. Okay,
there's gonna be a lot more of
basically
this.
the rest of this, almost to the end of this whole thing.
yeah,
This
seriously.
is going to be, Leviticus.
It's gonna
The
be
holy chapter is.
more of this of like
holy
who you can
chapters.
have sex with and who you can't, and
Yeah.
I guess all the way to the end, right? 26 is
Yeah.
the end.
Oh,
Well,
27.
27.
Yeah.
Rather.
Oh, so
but
we'll
yes.
get one last.
One chapter of respite.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, we're
Wow.
getting into some of the stuff that's hotly debated.
Oh.
Yes.
Hotly.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
like
because,
homosexuality
Because the whole
and-
thing
Yeah.
is that it's like, Christians are like, well, it says in Leviticus, like, you can't lie with another man, but we're going to ignore the part where it says that, like, I can't have sex with someone on their period.
Yeah.
Or we're going to ignore the part where it's like not eating shellfish or
Yeah.
whatever, like that is the whole hotly contested thing, is that it's like,
Totally.
Again, just the kind of cherry picking kind of stuff.
Yeah. And we're going to get more stuff in this code of holiness or whatever that's going to be other things that are conveniently left out
Yeah.
a lot of the time when people try to bring up certain ones that they think are worth
I see.
saying God backs them up on, but not others.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, well, can't wait to see what's next. Who else we can't sleep with? What else we can't eat? What happens when certain things occur, like what? Discharge?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Discharge, blood, things like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure we're in store for some exciting things. Next episode. See y'all then.
Thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including bonus episodes, new series, guest interviews, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes or Stitcher, letting other people know what you like about it. Find us on Twitter at Drunk Bible Cast, on Instagram at Drunk Bible Study, or send us an email at info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Emily Matlack, Dedeker Winston, and me, Jace Lindgren. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. The theme song for the Book of Leviticus is Jet Powered Vixen by Kevin MacLeod. For more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.